Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Missouri Tigers taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Florida's offense takes the field. And not only is this guy the energy and the engine of the offense, there's a certain charisma that he has that sort of elevates everyone around him.
He's got a moxie about him, Reese. It just seems like when he's in the huddle, he's got 10 other sets of eyeballs looking at him and believing in him to lead this offense down the field towards scoring points. This guy is a leader in every sense of the word.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. On the move is the 30. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's got it again. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, going to the air. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. He lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 25. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock band. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. He just caused so many problems for the defenses we face. And I think in the SEC today, you've got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
The Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. On the option. The pitch. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost a yard.
when they've got him looking run, now to pass. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Touchdown, Gators! They grab the early lead.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Missouri Tigers offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One way to mitigate the explosive capabilities he has on the outside is be physical with him, and this dude will do that.
He will do that, and you don't see a lot of offenses take the top off this D because of this guy roaming around in the middle of the field. He is a true...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You gotta put pressure on the quarterback. You gotta affect him. Really nice job on this play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Avoids pressure. And the missed connection on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Makes a move. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't...
Going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old out in the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He'll pull it on the read. Running with power. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is an expert, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Makes the grab down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. The give to the tailback. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Not much running room. He had to bring a tackle and still bring another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive now.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll bring it back. It's Moncrief. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going.
Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on third down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. Third and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on third downs.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Man, that's a great job executing the drag down. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
The play-action fake. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Pulled down for the tackle. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. On second down, wants to throw. And they'll finally track him down and shove him out at the 2.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back the pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, third and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that first down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the first down marker. Turnover on downs.
And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. They'll leave it with him. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. Wants to return it.
Returner is tackled down at the 30. And the Florida Gators will take over.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. There's been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Time to take a shot. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, you usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run and go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The kick is up and good and put one.
Is good.
Lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking up the football, going making the big turn.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. He's going to fire deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Florida! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And the extra point splits the uprights. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Stoneburner. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And they spike it to stop the clock.
The throw falls incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. He gets a block. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Gators will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there.
And he can find a receiver, and down he goes.
And that's the fourth sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. It's good.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The run from the shotgun. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Right back to him on the ground. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Here on 3rd down for this offense. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
looking to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And he had to go a long way to reel that ball in. He started off way on the right, crossed the entire defense, made the catch on the other side of the field. There's an example of how this offense can really attack every corner of the football field.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the ground, he's got it again. Oh, he got loose. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He wants to pass it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much adds a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the look. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. He's looking to pass. Coming after him. Gets away. He gets in there for the two. It's a two-possession game now, and they've still got a shot. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 13, set to kickoff.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. Running it to the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a
defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the ground with the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
He'll throw it. Finds his big tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. He did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker. You could tell. Locked in on the quarterback. Chases him down. Gets to him. And not only gets to him, doesn't let him break a tackle. Gets him on the ground.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And this offense continues to have success and just put a long drive together. And on this defense, I'm getting desperate now. It's desperation. I got to make a play. I got to force something to happen. I got to...
Touchdown, Gators! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, you're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Working the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
They want to just keep throwing it. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. All kinds of running room. 10. Touchdown, Florida! And the pummeling has started. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a big play. 68 yards on the touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with a pick.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the part each and every week. And that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.